Hi everybody, long time no see. It looks super dark, but that's fine. I'm also not focused, but it's okay. Guys, guess what I did? I bought a waffle maker and I made waffles. Well, today was an imperfect morning that actually turned out pretty perfect. I woke up this morning and I kind of just made sure I had all my Anki cards. Yes, I know. Sometimes I use Anki, sometimes I don't. I usually don't, but now I'm using Anki because the stuff that I need to know, I haven't really been going over it, so I made it a point to actually make Anki cards for every single picture. We're doing skin, we're doing everything I could have never wanted to do, honestly. It's not my favorite subjects. We got our final grades for repro and endocrine, did good with those. So after I did that this morning, I wanted to make waffles because I bought this yesterday and I was like, I need to make waffles. I go on Google, you know, I do my little search. It's literally saying, I need baking powder. So I see that, knowing good and well. I've seen and I've registered in my brain I need baking powder. Went to the grocery store, bought everything I needed, came home. I was like, okay, it's 9 o'clock. I have to go see a patient and do either HENT or an eye exam today. So cool, I'm going to cook this. I got 45 minutes and then I need to get to school, sit down, start doing my work, get my head in the game because I have an exam on Monday, but I also had to, you know, make sure I knew how to document everything. If I could literally tell you, I come home, I'm like ready for my waffles, I've cut my strawberries up and everything. I forgot baking powder. So I was like, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just make an egg sandwich and put pesto on it. I saw pesto in my fridge and I was like, that sounds good. Have you ever tried it? Because 10 out of 10. It's actually very, 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 very delicious. So went to school, sat there, made sure I knew how to do what I needed to do, went in for my soap note as well as exam. I ended up getting eye. I did the eye and all was well. I don't think I missed anything. I took my time. I actually ended up finished quite early, but I made sure that I did everything. And I stood in the room and I like wrote everything out on the board just to make sure that I had everything. So needless to say, I got my baking powder right after. I went to Target. I spent way too much money because I saw they had bathing suits. I got bathing suits. I feel like I'm just like rambling, but this was my morning. Okay, also, I think it's kind of cool and it might actually, you know, bring in some context if I actually show you what I've been writing as a soap note. So today we needed to go over both how to do and how to write a note for eye and HENT, like I said before. Eyes, you're looking at like if someone's eye is white, if their conjunctiva here is white or pink or red, inflamed, if there's something there like an object, foreign object, as well as if their eyes are yellow, because I'm sure you know there's a lot of different morbidities and diseases, infections that can affect your liver, and it could turn your skin or even eyes yellow. So after you do that, you actually look at the pupils, you look at whether their eyes are turned out. You can like move someone's eyes by asking them to follow your fingers, and you can check the actual muscles and what they're supposed to be doing. I can go in and look at someone's macula, fovea, the optic disc that's in the back there. You want to see if there's any hemorrhaging, any exudate, anything. So that's really cool. So yeah, this is just one of my soap notes for eyes. And then for HENT, that means H, head, E, ears, N, nose, teeth, throat. However, at my school, we just lumped all the lymph, like upper cervical lymph nodes, submandibular, submental lymph nodes, preauricular. And you just want to make sure they're noted, if they're tender, if they're swollen, if they're enlarged, things like that. So yeah, that's literally what we had to do today. But I don't know, sometimes people are just like, oh yeah, I went to go see a patient, but it actually takes a lot of work. You have to make sure you do everything correct. You need to understand what happens in an abnormal instance of you doing that particular exam, and then how to write it. And then you have to know how to present it in medical terminology to the doctor, because you do these like case presentations. It's kind of like the typical thing you see on Grey's Anatomy when they're like talking to one of the attending doctors. So there's like a hierarchy and you're usually reporting back, because at the end of the day, not every single patient is going to be seen by every single doctor. Sometimes it's on the residents, sometimes it's on, it just is how it is. Anyways, I'll stop ranting. It's literally been 6 minutes, but thank you so much for coming along with this little vlog. It's been real. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.